everyone, spring is finally here. Yay! No more snow, hopefully, fingers crossed, because the weather has been a little bit erratic, but finally we're in spring. And what comes with spring is spring cleaning. So I'm going to be having a few series on spring cleaning and how I'm going to be transitioning from the winter to spring. So I am going to start with organizing my kitchen, my pantry, and I got a very good idea from Luchi Loyale. I think that's how to pronounce it. She's a YouTuber. She talked about, she has a video where she organized her home, and she talked about this Netflix documentary about Marie Kondo. Marie Kondo is like the queen of organization, the queen of tidying up, the queen of cleaning. So she has different techniques. Marie Kondo on Netflix is a documentary series. She has different techniques of cleaning, organizing, and I watched a few of her series after I heard about it through Luchi Loyale on Netflix. I mean on YouTube, the YouTuber, she talked about Marie Kondo. So I watched Marie Kondo's series on Netflix and I am pumped up. So excuse me. So speaking of organizing, Luch on the YouTuber, she's very good at finding some good items at the dollar store for organization. So I tried my local dollar store, and guys, I am surprised. The things you can get from the dollar store, don't underestimate the dollar store, especially the bigger ones. The things you can get there, it's like a third of, or I think a fourth of the price of what you get it at your regular shopping locations or regular grocery stores or merchandise stores. So I'm going to show you what I purchased from my local dollar store that will help me organize my kitchen. So can you believe, guys, from the dollar store, this will come in handy. This will come in handy. I am going to be using it to store my cornflakes. You can just open the top here. I think the top comes open. But yes, you can open the top. There you go. For cornflakes or different cereals. So I'm going to use the 3 because I like to mix my cereals. So I'm going to use the 3 for cereals. And I think I like this. It looks very nice. You can pick it up, pour your cornflakes. You can also use it as a jug. But imagine $1. Actually, it's a little over $1 at my dollar store. But that's way better than getting it for like $6 in a regular store. $6 or $7. Can you believe that? The difference? And it's of good quality. It's pretty sturdy. So I'm going to use that, put my cornflakes or my different cereals, put that, or oats. You can go, be creative with these things. So I'm going to use it to put my cornflakes, cereals in there. What else do I have here? I got these from the dollar store as well. So it's going to help me organize. And this I learned from the Marie Kondo series on Netflix. She's the queen of organization, like I earlier mentioned. And she talks a lot about putting things in containers before you put them in your cupboards and drawers to keep everything organized. So I'm going to organize my pantry that way. So I have this, got it from the dollar store, very sturdy. I have these mason jars. I like to store my seasonings in jars so they don't smell in the cupboard. Seasonings, sometimes you have that strong curry, thyme, rosemary smell. You don't want your cupboard to have that aroma. So you keep everything in a tight jar. So I'm surprised I found this at the dollar store. It is about maybe $4 each or $5 each at your regular grocery stores. And you don't even get them this good. Like, you get them in a whole pack, and then it's way more expensive because you're forced to buy 12 or so. But I love, 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 love this. So what else do I have? I got this for $1. It's way more regular price, but I found this for $1. And I have this. I'm going to use this to keep my herbs. And you see, I'll have I think later on today, I'm going to film some of my organization, so you'll see that. So I'm going to put some of my herbs in this container. Yeah, I know, guys, I have more organization bins from the dollar store as well. Anyway, okay, here we go. This is a bigger one, so I'm going to use it to organize my pantry, put different things in here so that when you're looking for things in your pantry, everything is in one spot. So yes, I have those. I also got some little baskets as well. This is, I think, 2 for $1. It's lightweight, very lightweight, but 2 for $1. You can't beat that, guys. You cannot beat this. So don't underestimate your dollar store. So yeah, so I think I have about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 came out to be, I think they charged me $2.50 for the 5. Can you imagine that? And this will come in handy, keeping me organized this spring, moving into the summer period. So I also have this bin that I got from my regular, well, not regular, Big Lots is another store, a discounted store, but they're not as cheap as the dollar store. So imagine I got this for my refrigerator, to store things in my refrigerator. And this is $4. I didn't know about the dollar store storage bins at the time when I bought this. Who knows, it would have been like $2 or $1 at the dollar store. But yes, I got this from that store. Luckily, I just got only one set. Otherwise, I would have been feeling bad right now after going to the dollar store and seeing how cheap and how affordable, I shouldn't say cheap because it might not be cheap for everyone. Yep. So nothing is cheap, it's actually affordable. So yeah, affordable the other items are. So yes, I have this. So I just wanted to show you right out of the bag so you can see what I'm going to be using to organize my pantry. And I will see you in my first series of spring cleaning. Bye, guys. Okay, so I am out in my work area. I like to do home related stuff out here. So I am going to use the jug containers as part of our organization, spring organization. So I'm going to use the jug containers to store my cereals. Okay, let's see how that goes. Okay, now we have everything poured in here. I have Raisin Bran, I have the regular light frosted flakes, and then I have the wheat. So the jug is not that clear, but I'll put labels on them, but you can still tell what's in here. Okay, so now I'm just going to cover it. Okay. Okay, and it's stored away nice and clean and neat. So everything is neatly done and will be stored in the kitchen as is. So we're making progress with our spring cleaning and organization. So I am done cleaning up my refrigerator. You didn't want to see the before. I promise you. The before had things in places they shouldn't be. So now, using Marie Kondo's idea, Marie Kondo, you can check it out on Netflix, but using her idea of putting things in the right spot, arranging things, and getting rid of things you really don't need. I've arranged my refrigerator. Yeah, I have a huge pot in there. It has some pepper soup in it, but other than that, everything is in the right spot. So just real quick, here's just the door. I have things like butter, mayonnaise, jelly. I like to put my jelly or my jam in the refrigerator. I have things like that with butter on the door. And then I have eggs on top in a container, clear container, so I know when I'm running out. I have juice, anything juice, drink, water. Sometimes I don't put water here, I put water elsewhere, but I have juice, mocha. I love this mocha drink. It has some almond milk in it instead of regular milk, so it's like a coffee drink. Orange juice, grape juice. So juice has its own spot. Then I have food. Anytime I put food, but I will later on find containers to store my food instead of putting in a pot. So I have food here. I have my vegetable asparagus jar. I put it in a jar. Asparagus lasts longer if you put it in a jar of water. So it's stored there. And then remember the storage container I got? I have two here with fruits. So I can readily see fruits. Like when I open the refrigerator, I want to go to work, I can take some fruits and dash out. If I put it somewhere in here where fruits are actually supposed to go, I will barely even, like, before you think as you're rushing out the door to open this, you'll soon realize that days will go by, the fruits will still be sitting here. So when it's here, that's the first thing. You open the fridge when you're hungry, you grab a fruit. So I have that there. I have aloe vera at the bottom here. Fresh aloe vera. I use it for quite a lot of things, but mostly for hair and things like that. But I have fresh aloe vera, and then I put my vegetables in a bag. I put it in here. This is mixed greens, and then the other one is kale. So it's arranged nicely in its own, it has its own little home. So I know vegetables, I know to go here. Here I have some other vegetables. I have, this is water chestnuts. It's also nice. I love to chew it. You just peel it and you chew it. I have water chestnuts. I have carrots, onions, and some other vegetables. Here I have lemongrass. Okay, I have lemongrass. It has its own spot. I use it for teas and some other sauces. And then here, I still need to arrange these, but I have things like shredded cabbage, salad mix, and and some other things, carrots, mushrooms, and strawberries. So yeah, that's about it. And at the bottom, I have just mostly frozen items. So yep, that's it. And this is using that method. I've arranged my refrigerator. Everything looks nice. And that is step one. I still have my pantry to organize, like I told you I will, or I would rather. So we'll see. Stay tuned. Here is the pantry I want to organize. I have other things up in the cupboard. Well, that's way high up. I barely use the cupboard on top of the refrigerator, but then the other cupboards have other things. But however, I want to arrange the pantry. It is a mess, guys. Look at that. How am I supposed to know what's deep inside there? I end up buying things I already have. I end up searching for things, not realizing they're in there. Look at that. It's embarrassing. It is embarrassing, but hey, it was accumulated over the winter, and we're in spring now, so it's time to spring clean the pantry. And I'm going to use the Marie Kondo methodology, or idea, or technique rather. So check out Marie Kondo. She is just a wonderful lady. But I am going to, and by the way, she's on Netflix. So I'm going to use her method. As you can see, I've already done my refrigerator, and now I'm going to use the bins I got from my favorite dollar store. It's now my favorite because you can't imagine like the treasures you find in the dollar store. It's crazy. But anyway, I'm going to use that and to organize the pantry. Let's see how that goes, guys. Okay, I brought out everything from the pantry in my work area, like home improvement / garden work area. It's close to the kitchen, so it was easy for me to bring the items in the pantry out here. But look at this. Oh my goodness, I'm so embarrassed. Look at this. I mean, I can't stand having things in bags. It only makes things look cluttered. It makes things look like you have way more than you actually have. Sometimes you forget things are in the pantry because they're tied up in bags. But yes, this is how I'll begin the process of organizing my pantry. I'm going to use the bins that I got from the dollar store, as I earlier mentioned, and I'm going to organize things based on canned items. I have a lot of beans. Hopefully they're not expired. That won't be too good. Let's see if I have an expiration date on this. Guys, oh my goodness. Do you see what I see? Best by March 2018. So this is already bad. This expired last year, March. Oh my goodness. And it's been taking up space, and I'm sure other things have expired, but that's why I have my garbage bin next to me so I can toss as I go through and organize. So stay tuned, guys. Again, before I forget, I'm going to organize by cans, organize by pasta, organize by flours or meals, basically organized by those, and then I'll have snacks, and then I'll have sauces, and then finally I'll have oils. I have oils all over, and then by, of course, grains. So let's see how I do, shall we? Okay, this is what the cupboard looks like. I've emptied it. It's empty now, and I cleaned it out. I have baking powder there just to absorb any moisture, but everything is dry and cleaned. And that's part of the process, is to get everything out. The Marie Kondo process. You get everything out, put it out on the table or on the surface so you see what you have, and then you begin arranging. So that didn't take too long, but I'm surprised how much stuff was in the pantry. So yeah, let's begin organizing. Before meets after. Yes, guys, look at what the hodgepodge of items I had on this working table prior to now. Look at what it looks like at the moment. All that junk, not junk, but it looked like junk. See how organized everything is. And I organized each bin in a way that I would know, if I'm looking for pasta, I know what bin to go to. And it was not stressful at all. The method or the technique from Marie Kondo, she said, light candles, or if you prefer incense, fragrant incense, or whatever it is that creates that pleasant ambiance, you do so, and you enjoy the process. By so doing, if you enjoy the process, then you keep up with the organized look of your pantry, rooms, whatever it is. So I turned on beautiful scented candles in the kitchen, and I've been working on this. It didn't take too long. It didn't feel like it took long to me, because I enjoyed organizing and putting things in their appropriate spots. So yes, I put them mostly in bins. So here I have miscellaneous items, because you can see I have baking powder in a box. I have miso soup. I have malto meal. So I have just miscellaneous items that I'll always check. If I feel I've run out of something and I need it, I'll check the miscellaneous bin before I say, you know what, let me go to the grocery store. Aha. So then I have small bottle oils. I have small bottle oils in this container. Then I have some grains. I have Gary. I have raw peanuts for soup. I have abacha. I have white beans. So everything here is just mostly grains and things like that. So I will go into that bin when I'm looking for stuff like that. This is the pasta bin. Pasta, everything pasta, or noodles, anything like that will go in here. And I did take out all the expired items and I threw it in the trash. So yes, so this is everything pasta, spaghetti, macaroni, so everything pasta goes in here. Then everything canned and bottled items. So as in bottled, I mean something like this. So anything canned goes in here. I won't get any more till this runs out. So this process is pretty good. We have mostly beans and coconut milk. I have a couple of coconut milks here and beans, coconut milk tins, and then beans, and then my grape leaves. So everything is in here. I'll always look here if I need to get anything canned. Then here is anything bacon. So everything bacon goes into this last bin. I have my coconut flour. I have my buckwheat flour. I have my millet flour. I have my almond flour. I have my flaxseed flour back there, and I have my regular flour. I have breadcrumbs, so anything and everything bacon related in here. And then here, this small basket, I put it in a smaller basket because I don't have much of it, is anything snacks. So I have some crackers, I have some plantain chips, I have some tiger nuts. I said tiger's eye. Really? I have some tiger nuts. It's very, very nutritious, very high in fiber as well. So I have some tiger nuts and some other things in here. So everything snacks goes in here. And again, like I earlier mentioned, in the large jars, I have brown beans and rice. So yes, this is what it looks like now. Pretty decent looking, right? So now I'm going to just put them into the pantry. And there's something that organization does. Like when everything is organized, there's this energy. You get a different energy from when things are looking so cluttered and, you know, things are not in its place, disorganized, you know, there's a different energy. So now having things arranged this way, oh, I feel so much better. And during this series of spring cleaning, I'm going to be organizing different parts of my home. So I started off with the pantry, and you saw how I put in some of my cornflakes into containers. Soon I'll do my herbs and spices. That doesn't need much organization because I have I keep it pretty organized because I use my spices a lot. So yeah, and then we'll move on to bigger things like rooms, the shoe area, and things like that. Before you know it, within a week or so, the house is ready for spring. Before meets after, this is what it looks like. Now, let me go closer. Ooh, the pantry is kind of dark, but you get the drift. Like it's you see the pictures. I'll post the floodlights are orange, so that's why the lighting is not that perfect, but I will probably get better lighting, maybe fluorescent lights. I hope they have fluorescent floodlights, but I'll check for that. That will improve the lighting in here because the pantry is pretty dark. But anyway, you see it's pretty organized. Everything in its own place. Oh, one down, other places to go. Maybe next weekend we'll target another place, but for now, this is the pantry, and it looks pretty decent. Okay, guys, thanks for watching, and please do subscribe. If you like my videos, subscribe, like, and share to your groups, your WhatsApp groups, your other social media groups, Instagram, and so on. But do subscribe, press that red button, subscribe, and the bell. Press those two buttons, and share with your friends and family. And I hope you enjoy your upcoming week. I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.